that man on her. Had me trying to chase him down all over town to see if he had a son. She said, Charlie ain't perfect, he just a man, but he's everything I need. And now I want nothing other than a smooth southern brother that's head over heels for me. I took that woman at her word, and now I'm happy as can be. And if you listen to what we're saying to you, you'll see just what we mean. A southern man got a smooth walk. He kinda cry when he talk. He ain't shy, no hard work. He love his mama and he go to church. He don't care if them kids he's gonna raise them like they it's true, son. Now say,
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Dino.
You already know the vibes, baby. I am just, brushing my teeth real quick, and then I'm gonna cab up so we can do what we do, baby.
Sound good to me. Sound good to me.
You know it's time to cook. It's time to get cooking, baby. But in order to speak to the people, this episode is sponsored by Colgate with Ultra Whitening, and not the cheap toothbrush. You got to get a good old Colgate toothbrush. Some people got waves. Some of us don't, so we got to keep them on white, baby.
I just brushed my teeth. I can't talk there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh shit, my camera's on. That Baby Oil Productions. Hold on. I did not expect you to send me the thing so fast. I started hitting. What's up, Dino? I started hitting the things.
Baby
Hey, man.
production.
Ooh, my bad, fellas.
I actually can't see him.
Hey, Casey, don't be laughing.
I actually only see two screens, me and you. I don't see the brother again, like last time. I couldn't see him.
Really?
Can y'all hear me?
Not until I saw the recap. I saw he had on the gray slingshot. But all during the time that we was on live, I couldn't see him. Everybody else could probably see him, no?
Yeah. What the hell? You can, sir. All right. Getting on way to ready. Tonight's topic is financial household responsibility. This is a very, if you don't mind, if you're ready, but if not, mute for me. Happens anyway.
Let me get myself a little presentable here.
You normally do the white beater, so you're
I'm gonna come in normal today.
that's your normal, sir.
Yeah, when I saw the replay, I saw the boy had went to my same location, to the uniform store, and he had stole my uniform. So I said, listen here, I'm going to let him have that uniform. I'm going to get me a new uniform. Now I drive the yellow bus.
All right, I'm going to go. All right, so financial household responsibility. So a lot of people want to disagree and don't want to come to terms. This is not just a relationship issue. This is an overall North American, U.S., United States issue. Who's responsible for the lion's share of the household responsibilities? This means mortgage, rent, light, water, gas, and now in these current times, cable and internet. Cable and internet are as synonymous as a mainstay as light water used to be back in the 70s and 80s. So you can't say that my internet bill is $80 a month. My cable bill, even though I live in the country, is still $60-some a month because I have YouTube TV. So with the combination of those two, and then I got some streaming services to put everything together with Netflix, Hulu, blah blah blah. I got too much shit as it is. Because as much as I watch, because I'm on here more than I am on sitting and watching TV. Now this weekend I got some TV time in. I must admit. And Saturdays and Sundays coming forward, you know where I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be watching football. So you won't see no impromptu lives come Saturday afternoon after 10 a.m. Because you're gonna be watching Game Day or somebody's SEC, ACC, Big 10, Big 12. Pac-12, something is going to be on my TV. And again, randomly, congratulations to Coach Prime, taking a 1-10 team to beating the number 17 country, number 17 team in the country. Major upset. Congratulations to Coach Prime. Anyway, financial responsibilities. What do you should have what you want to pay, what you desire to pay, the role that you want to play, before you get into any relationship. You should know, hey, all right, I want to be a traditional man. I want to pay the lion's share. And then communicate that to your partner. And if you're a female, say, hey, I want a modern relationship. I want to pay 50-50. I don't necessarily want a man to lead. You should lead with that as well. Just so everybody knows why you're trying to build this relationship together, what your intentions are, what you want to do, where you want to go with this. So that, because some women, they look at a man, they say, okay, you're a good earner, you make close to 6 figures or whatever, you can lead this household. I want you to pay the lion's share. I'm going to submit and take your wisdom. And there's other females say, hey, look, how much you say you make? I think I make 10,000 more. I'm not letting you lead me. We're going to split this thing down the middle, and this is where we want to go. And I'm not saying wrong or right. I'm saying we should have open communications for either, and then communicate to those partners when you're dating in the process. Don't wait till somebody commits it or before you move in. I mean, after you move in, you should commit this so they'll know, oh, because I talked to this guy the other night. He says he wants a traditional relationship. He says he lives in Southern Cal. His mortgage is like $3,000 a month. He expects to pay, but he didn't want to lead the household. So he's kind of confused. You got to know whatever you're going to do. You have to be firm. Beliefs are and how you want to lead the house. Want to let the female know. And if the female, same time, you know what her expectations are, what she's looking for, and how she wants to proceed. Because as much as a man can lead the household, he can't control everything. He has participation, willing participation on top of that. All right. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, like Dino said, send a request out, add the live. Hit the arrow button, send it to 5 of your friends. Just 5 friends so we can share the live, and hit the heart button or the 100 or the flame or something. Let me know you're there. Good evening. Sid, what is your comment on my topic tonight?
I think, like you just said, that's a discussion that needs to be had. And it's just going to boil down to really where I think the man, for the most part, well, it could be the woman too, where they are economically. The brother that you were just mentioning, I mean, I'm assuming if he's paying $3,000 plus, he's probably doing pretty well financially, right? And if you are the one that's pulling in the bulk of the money, then the dynamics are probably going to fall in a certain type of way in comparison to if you need your wife, significant other, girlfriend, whatever she may be, to pull a certain amount of weight. So that's why I think where the financial responsibility is going to bear. Like for me, like I keep telling you, I just want somebody to compliment and add. So I know that I'll be paying the bulk of things, the mortgage, etc., all that. If I could meet a woman who makes $200,000, hey, I'm all for it too, right? And then we can have that discussion. But chances are that I'm not going to. And so I'm okay with it. I'll give you an example how it used to be. I used to pay the mortgage and like some other things, and she paid the car note, and like the house bills and the food and some things like that. So, we just had that, discussion, but it has to be had so aren't any surprises.
Right. What you got, Dino?
Well, I'm glad that you brought up this topic, and it's something that's been heavy on my mind because, Oprah Winfrey had reached out to me and, told me she was tired of Stedman. She wanted to settle down. And I reluctantly told her, I wouldn't feel comfortable. I know she'd be trying to put me in all that Gucci and Louis and Pasucci and Palashi Baja. And, I just wasn't comfortable. I'm an Aston Martin type of guy. She's going to want me in a Rolls Royce. Every event we go to, I'm not going to be able to wear my Air Jordans. She's going to want me in those hard bottoms, possibly a cummerbund. Cummerbunds don't go good on a deep boy belly. So, after I meditated on it, I politely declined. And I just figured it wouldn't work because the way my self-esteem works is my self-esteem is connected to my mind, and my mind is connected to her body, but her body is connected to her bank account, and the way her bank account is set up, it's gonna make mine look like shit. Oh man, salute to everybody on the live, man. Y'all share the live. Ladies request to join. We need everybody's opinion.
Hi, Blue.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Cam on up. Cam
I'm
on
at
up.
work right now. I'm at work. But I did want to come here real quick. I'm listening to you guys.
Okay.
When I was married, I'm widowed. When I was married, I trusted my husband enough to give him my check. He handled the finances. I did the grocery shopping. Like we had our strengths were used. So his strength was finances. That's what he worked in finance, part-time. And he was good at it. And I didn't mind. And I trusted him enough to come home and give him my check. I did not have a problem with that at all. So I think in relationships, you have to work on your strengths. Find out who's stronger in what areas and piggyback off of each other in that area.
If you were to get married again, how would you want it set up for you and your new significant other?
If he was good at finances, I wouldn't mind doing it the same way. But if he preferred that I did it, then it would be we had meetings. We used to have meetings. So we're gonna sit down, we're gonna figure out like, okay, if we're going on vacation this year, we're gonna budget that. If we're in the market for a new car, we're gonna budget that. Different things have to be discussed as far as budgeting and saving and investing. You have to put everything in kind of like its own envelope, so to speak.
So who was the breadwinner of you?
Say it again.
Who was the breadwinner? Who made the most money?
He did.
Okay. So is that a concern as you're going back into the dating market? Do you want your new significant other, boyfriend to make more?
No, I just want him to know how to manage his money. If he made less than me, but he knew how to manage it, I wouldn't mind. Just don't ask me for money.
There's always that but.
Yes.
So now,
No, and I'm not saying like if I'm married, yes, my husband can ask me for money. I make more than him. He wants to invest in something, yes, I'm going to help him invest in it. But if I'm with someone who is not responsible, who has to wear the newest name brand, or he's doing things that we can't really afford, I don't want to support that.
okay, well, you said as long as he can take care of his bills and responsibilities. So now I have another question. What if the disparity between your income and his income is more than $25,000? So when you want to go somewhere or you want to go on vacation, he can't really afford that.
I'm paying for him. We're going on vacation together.
How many
Okay.
are you willing to do that?
Yeah, I've done that. in the back. Yeah, we're going on vacation.
How many times are you willing to do that and still stay with this gentleman?
If he's my husband, that's different. But if we're, are you talking about husband or dating?
He's
Hey,
dating. You're dating. He hadn't made it that far yet.
Oh,
dating.
dating? Okay, let's say I do it the first time. We're dating, right? And then the second time, he can't really afford the vacation that I want to take. We're going on a lower budget vacation. But we're still going on vacation together.
What if it's really just not in his budget what if he's just a really nice guy, handsome, blah, 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 but makes, you live in Vegas, so he makes 60,000, but he got child support from a previous relationship, so he does not have that much disposable income, but really nice guy.
I'm going to show him how to invest. It's not how much money you make, it's how you manage it.
I do kind of agree with that, because it does matter how much, but I agree with her 100%, because if you're making $150,000 a year and you're not saving any of it, and someone's making $70,000 and he's more frugal and financial, then yeah, I get it.
My brother makes probably 3 times more money than me, but he's always broke because he has to have the latest, and he has to have the Tesla and the Tesla SUV, and his wife has it's like living beyond his means. He lives beyond his means.
What's wrong with Tesla?
Nothing's wrong with Tesla, but
You're trying to say
but his wife is a stay-at-home mom. Why does she need a Tesla too? Like
he's living. They're living beyond their means.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I think that I like what both of you had to say. I like what Blue had to say. I would say that each individual relationship has its intricacies, and it's important to gauge those financial responsibilities and obligations based on the particular financial agreement between you two, after, realizing who makes what type of money or what have you. Because I feel that if one person is making substantially more than the other person, then that should be understood. It shouldn't be to the point where one person is draining the life out of the other person and doesn't participate at all. But I think it's based on ability. So for instance, there could be a person that makes $80,000 a year, but they might live in a 1-bedroom apartment, and their apartment might only be $2,500 a month. So they're going to have a certain amount of money. But there may be a person that makes the same $80,000 a year, but they have a townhome, and their mortgage is $3,300 a month. So there's a difference in the income based on obligation, and therefore it might be a young lady, or the other person in a relationship may be making only $60,000, but she's staying with her cousin. So the only thing her cousin requires her to do is pay the light, the gas, and the electric bill. So her total amount of responsibilities is food, cell phone, light, gas, and everything. It might only come up to $740 a month. So even though he makes more, she has less financial obligation at the end of the day. So it has to be a balance, and I think compromise is important.
Mm-hmm. And communication.
I always said, and I said this yesterday, like Chris Rock said it the best. Remember, Blue, we were talking about women and lifestyles? And I said, women cannot go backwards in lifestyles like men can't go backwards in sex. Remember I was saying this, Bless, and you were in the chat, and I said once a woman gives a man something sexually and then she tries to withhold it, it's an issue. If you, like with your ex-husband, if you were accustomed to a certain lifestyle and then you start dating me and I can't keep up with that lifestyle, I think sooner or later, I think it is going to be an issue in our relationship, because you're accustomed to being able to do certain things.
But it's about individuality, so I can't expect the next man who might not make as much or be as responsible financially to do the same things for me. I have to meet you. when you're in a relationship with a person, you have to meet them where they are. Not that they can't grow, but I can't meet a man and say, well, no, I'm used to getting flowers every week, so I'm going to need them flowers, knowing that he can't afford it. Why would I put that kind of pressure on somebody?
Actually, the average woman does put that pressure on the man. If she's used to a certain standard of living, she wants to maintain that standard of living, and she expects whoever she dates to be able to provide that.
Then she has to date within those circles of people that she knows they can provide that for
That's
her.
correct.
But you
Well,
can't, yeah.
she's not going, whatever the circle is, she's not going to dumb it down. She's not going, if she used to upper middle class and somebody who makes 125, she's not going to date the 75,000 guy. It's too much disparity of what she's used to, what the other guy used to be able to provide, what she can drive, what she can wear, what's on her feet, what her bag is. Too
Right.
far. She's going to get
Mhm.
frustrated. Women, just like if a guy's used to getting sex 5 or 6 times a week, and with this one woman he's with, they break up, he meets somebody who only wants to have sex on a weekend, for example. Yeah, it's going to be a problem. So them 5 days that he's not getting none, he's like, I should.
Especially if he's communicated that. If he's communicated that and you're not willing to do it, then don't pursue that man.
I also think that it's important. I also think it's important to also introduce the fact that there are different costs of living in different areas. For instance, where Blue lives, the cost of living may be completely different. So he may have the ability to work a full-time job, pursue his career, get elevated in his career, and be able to provide for the entire household and not have to rely on a woman's income at all. Whereas in maybe California, other places, New York,
Mhm.
there's a cost of living that takes a 2-person income in order to live like a fruitful and prosperous life and not live check to check for some of the more average households. So I think that it also is a good topic because now that the internet has been introduced and people have access to people all over the country as well as the world, to be able to identify and understand that there are different cultures and climates financially based on
Right.
what part of the country you live in.
That's so true.
Mhm.
That is so true. Yeah.
People that live in the 4 really high market areas, Northeast, New Jersey, New York, Miami, now Houston is really expensive, and all of California. All those you can get less than 1,000 square feet for almost $2,000 in those areas. So that's very expensive compared to where I live in the South. You can get, I don't know, you can get 1,500 square feet for not even. You can basically get 1,500 square feet for $1,500.
Are you
Very,
serious?
huh?
What is a 4-bedroom about 2,300 square feet running you where you are? Roughly.
You talking about the mortgage, right? You
Yeah.
talking
No, not the mortgage, but as far as like how much would a house like that go?
23 on a quarter acre, you're probably looking at maybe 250, 300.
What?
I need to move.
Wait, say it one more time. I was responding to the. What was the question?
He said what he asked about the average cost of a mortgage. So the example would be 2,400 square feet on a quarter would be maybe 250, 300. Sometimes maybe 325 if it's 4-size brick. If it's 4-size brick, and then you might add another half an acre, but it's still not a $500,000.
You
Mm-mm-mm.
Hey, where I'm at in my community, you get a 4-bedroom, 20, and this is maybe the
Well, don't
total lot being about 7,000, about
Don't
$600,000.
say that. Well, so you looking at the chat. So Dr. Fenton, she's in North Carolina. She says that's 200, 300K, basically what I said.
For a
And
4-bedroom house, we talking about
well,
on an acre?
so I want to be specific. I don't care about the bedrooms. It's about the square footage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't, because, for example, my mother, she totally different situation. She's on 6 acres, but she has a 3-bedroom house. But they built it from scratch. It's 4,000 square foot.
Yeah, it's a big
So
house.
Right.
it's not, I don't go by bedrooms because she specifically made it for my father who's passed, one room for my brother, one room for me. That's it. The other space is a great room, a sunroom, a big ass kitchen that fucking like wouldn't believe, an office, a weight room, a laundry room, like everything is a little small, so nobody, because we come from big families, and she was like, yeah, ain't nobody staying here except for my direct family. So it's about the
So
square foot.
that's another good point. I really didn't apply that because on the West Coast, usually the plots of land are already equally, like somebody will buy the big section of land and then they'll equally chop up, or it
Yeah.
might be a little bigger here or there, each plot of land, and then build multiple houses all at once. And then there'll be either, okay, you want the 4-bedroom, that's a little up the hill. If you want the
Track home.
2-bedroom, it's at the bottom. If you want the 3-bedroom, it's in the middle. And then, you know, the amount of bedrooms normally is not always, but is
Gotcha.
normally the amount of bedrooms expresses which size house is going to be bigger, not just by
Yeah,
square
because you don't
foot.
get
But
the
that's a great
acres.
point. I'm glad that you brought that up because that's something to also think about. But like in the area where like in the Bay Area, probably the average, I have to go by so the average like 4-bedroom house that's on the other side of the 580 freeway is probably gonna be like 650 to 750. And then as the further you go up the mountainsides, then it goes all the way like 4 to 5 bedrooms, anywhere like between 950 and like 1.2 to 1.4, 1.5
Well,
million.
how much,
So
how much land are we talking
We
about?
None.
maybe about 7,000, 8,000 square lot.
A lot.
Lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look,
I mean,
I'm not.
I love because Northern California, that's my favorite place. I was looking, actually, I used to live, I didn't know that he's familiar with NorCal. I used to live in San Jose, Sacramento.
no, yeah, that's the 408.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
in
the
the
408,
408.
that's close to Silicon Valley. There's plenty of money down there. That's where they created the internet. A
Thank you,
lot of
guys.
people don't know.
I'm going to calm down. I got to get back to work, guys.
Thank you,
Thank
Somebody
you.
send a request.
I got
I
one.
think DJ, oh, you got it.
Yeah. So what I want to say is, so in the South, we don't just look at the bedrooms because, like I said, it doesn't matter no more. The two things that matter, actual square foot of the house and how much plural are you on, because
Right.
there's neighborhoods with houses that are 3,500, 3,000 square feet, but they're on 2 acres, and they're just that spread out. So every
Right.
house is a quicker plot. Every house with land. Some have backyards that are immaculate with pools and shit. Like my mom has a gazebo. We don't have a pool, but she has a gazebo. And then we also have a catch. So it's different. It's what you it's how you make it, because a lot of, even in Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, they're creating neighborhoods that will be conducive to whatever you want, whatever your dream home is, and then they're just giving you out.
Hey, Blue, I'm gonna make you laugh. I'm gonna go out here, and my plot is considered huge in California. So I'm gonna come out here. Don't laugh at me.
Hey, Miss Blue, how you doing?
Hey, you guys.
That's a start.
Hey, men, gentlemen.
Hey, Blue. Hey, Lady Blue. Can you see the other gentleman talking and walking
Yes, I
around?
can.
Can you see
Yes.
all of us?
Blue, that's considered a big yard in California.
I guess it's just you, Dino. They can't see everybody. But yeah, I see it.
Dino, your phone is your picture is up, but you're not. Okay. And where is that at?
I'm in Southern California. I'm about an hour north of San Diego.
Oh, so you're near me. That's Temecula.
Yeah, I'm up in.
Okay, we're not supposed to say. We're not supposed to say.
No,
Yeah.
all good. I'm up in the Temecula, Murrieta area.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad she put it out there.
I live in Menifee Lakes.
Hey, listen. Brother, just go on and give me the address. I know a few thirsty dudes with ski masks.
Hey, hey, I always say, hey, Blue, you know what I say? I can't tell anybody that they won't pull up, but if they pull up here, you just make sure
It's
you're
a
ready.
problem and it's an issue.
They're not gonna. You gotta have address. You gotta have addresses or near locations. We just said what we said.
Hey,
Yeah, we
And and
just
let me
all
tell you
having
something. If you
fun.
play, but Dino, if you play in Temecula, your ass ain't even making it with the police out here. Police in Temecula is no joke. I'm
hey,
Yeah.
serious.
it's
They're
no,
no joke.
and sis, and I'm a retired one of them. That's why I'm laughing. I'm retired law enforcement, so
Oh,
yeah, it's all good. That's why I'm saying if they come here, they just make sure they're ready.
listen,
So
they're not gonna be ready.
you already know about our area up here.
They're not making it off the 15. You get off the 15, they're gonna say we don't know your car. Get out the car. Running license. Your tags can't even be. I mean, listen.
She said,
You don't understand how heavy the police officers are out there. They are strict.
Hey,
hey,
hey, Blue, how did the police treat you and where you from?
I'm
Which
in,
Do
blue
they
is two
harass?
blues? Oh,
yeah, we gonna say, we're gonna keep you as Lady Blue, and I'm just gonna be regular Blue. How about that?
There we go.
Okay. And we spell it different anyway. So what I mean, because I drive a Toyota Tundra and I have tint, but I don't have rims. And I learned this, and people can say it, you can agree or let me know. I talked to a police. I used to work security and be a bouncer in Atlanta, and I always loved tint. And they said, well, if you keep the tint, because it's 3%, I'm gonna be honest. If you keep the tint at this darkness, do not get rims. If we see you with both of them, we pulling your ass over every 15 fucking minutes. So they said basically, because I was living in a nice neighborhood, they said, okay, yeah, but you got to come to the hood because that's where the club was. They said, you come in the hood, we pulling you over every 15 minutes. We see rims and tint. I only have tint. I got factory rims. I got a Raiders big sticker. My truck is jacked up like a country white boy, so I don't really fit in to the and I drive the speed limit. I've not had an actual ticket in 5 years, and I drive the speed limit, or I put it on cruise 5 over, and I don't bump no loud music or anything like that. So overall, it's not there.
Well, Blue, you say that here on live, but just the other day, I have a scanner, and I heard 1 out of 12. Boop. We got somebody playing. We got a slow man, and he goes to church. Out of some 17-inch woofers.
Let me hate on my theme song, man.
Hey, I
Well,
love it. I love that theme song. I used to joke about it because I wasn't familiar with it, but now after hearing about 4 or 5 times, I love that song. It just sets the tone. It sets the mood.
Yeah. So I mean, I would is not to abide by rules, and yeah, play with the police where I'm at. It's not going to go well for you.
Yeah.
wait. So
I
I'm not
wouldn't
even
say
gonna
play.
play.
I would
I ain't
say
even
don't
gonna
play with
play.
us anywhere. I guess I got police privilege, so I don't see it. I probably wouldn't experience certain things that Dino or Blue may experience because I do understand that I have cop privilege, right?
So wait a minute. I just want to make sure I'm clear. From the last time I saw you guys have a podcast, he's single and one of the 1%ers, right?
Who is he?
Down at the bottom.
Say it.
Let me see.
What
What
Mr.
is
Independent.
what is a one? When you say a 1%,
No,
or what's a 1%?
you guys were talking in a podcast, on a podcast the other day, and I think you said you guys are talking about relationships, income, what a woman should not expect. And then the woman got insulted and she brought up her education and you said, well, I make this and I'm educated. If I'm looking for a woman, I don't need to look for the same thing that I am.
That was me. Yep.
Yeah, that was you. Okay. So when you said that, are you married?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
So I think what people do sometimes, and I'm not saying you, there's when we talk about relationships dynamics, different men and women, we need different things. So,
Hmm.
there may be a man who makes $50,000, so he may need his woman to make 60, 70,000, right? I just need a woman
Hmm.
to fulfill my void. So I don't need a woman to make over $100,000. I got that covered. If a woman has all of these degrees, it's nice. If you come with your accomplishments, I don't minimize them. I'm saying I have those too. So I'm not
Somebody got to go on mute. It's like a
I'm not
TV, like
I'm
cartoons
not
or something.
yeah, I'm not looking for those type of things in a woman because I already have them. I'm looking for things in a woman that I don't have. Like I ain't no great cook. I
And
want
what are those things?
I want I struggle. I may struggle a little in the kitchen. So see, she can complete me in the kitchen. As far as like cleanliness and all that, I don't know. I'm an old military guy. I'm struggling to find a woman, to be honest with you, that is as clean as I am. I've not found a woman who is as clean as I am physically around the house and all that. I'm just on in blue scene, like my shit's in alphabetical order, so I might be a little over the top. But in the
What's that
kitchen,
called? OCDC?
oh,
I,
I'm definitely
I,
OCD. All my water
OCD.
spaces
Yeah.
the same way, all that.
mm,
So what I need, because I've dealt with so much trauma on the job, so much death, and having to do so many bad things, I want a woman to bring me peace, because a lot of times I struggle with the peace because I'm so used to seeing so much violence in my life. Does that make sense? So that's what I'm looking for. I won't do well with a woman who's going to be argumentative, challenging me on things like that. It will struggle with my personality. Me. It may not struggle with another brother's personality, but for my needs, yeah, I would have an issue with that.
Yeah. I agree. I agree that, traditionally, I wish we could go back to the traditional times. It's just wishful thinking, but the times in which the financial state of the country was where the norm was the man went out and earned the money to support the household, and the woman was allowed to be in her feminine nature and support the actual things inside the household, uh, raising the children as opposed to the TV and telephones and Instagram and TikTok raising the kids. And I think we would be in a better state because women are nurturers naturally, and men are hunters, gatherers, and earners. And I think that the educational system and the financial system has caused an imbalance in our cultures today because everything has shifted so much. Women said, hey, we have the opportunity to not only go out and get an education, but to get great jobs in the workforce. To hell with all of that, I'm going for it. And some will choose career over family, or career over having children, or career over marriage. And the same thing vice versa with men. Some men will say, well, I like it the traditional way. I don't want a woman that makes more money than me. And then he only makes a certain amount because of his history or background or level of education. And so then there's a complete disconnect. But what I do know is that communication is very important in relationships. And I believe that if our value system is placed on what's inside of ourselves, as well as we seek to find out what's good about the inside of another person, as opposed to just the appearance and things, then the relationships would definitely improve in our country.
Hold on, let me
Amen.
y'all give me 1 second. Let me catch up on some of these comments because I love my people that follow me. Y'all are funny as hell. All right, Dr. Lady Blue, what is the 1% you're talking about? Are you just referring
well,
to his income?
well, because he mentioned that. He mentioned that on that day he mentioned that. So 1%er is the top. Um, it's an alpha man who makes a certain amount of money, or over a certain amount of money, who's successful, who has his stuff together, who they say don't have children, or if he has children, they're not little, has his own place, has his own life, and isn't married. Those are considered one percenters. Go ahead. It's not going to hurt you. That's what I don't consider that. I'm saying that's what the definition is based off of the IG, podcasting. Guys, go ahead. It's not. They're not going to do anything. Just walk straight past.
I hear one.
Just go straight past.
I think of them. I think of Bill Gates.
That's not my opinion.
And those, that's what I consider one percenter. But Blue has mentioned statistics that say what is the Blue that only what is the percentage of men or people in general in the United States that make over six figures? I think you said it's like about 30% or less than 30? 13.
Nope.
Yeah, go.
13% make over $100,000.
Not gonna bite you. Just go. Just walk.
We talk about the three, what is it? The three women things where it was 6 feet, 6 figures and 6 inches, right? 666. And I always say I'm double six. I ain't 666. I'm double six. Because I ain't got all the three. I'm just double six.
Damn, man, you ain't supposed to be telling all these 16 people plus us 3 that you ain't coming in the bedroom like this.
Hey, Dino, Blue's laughing because Blue know I ain't 6 feet tall, so I just call myself double six.
What is he?
Blue laughing, Dino trying to be.
How tall are you?
That's my boy right there. Oh, man.
How tall is he? 6'6"?
6 feet tall. He said, but I'm bringing that lumber.
So wait, is he short? Is he short or is he taller?
I'm a short guy, so the criteria of Blue and relationships, women will say they want a guy that's at least 6 feet tall, makes 6 figures, and has at least 6 inches down there.
He's not 6 feet.
And what are you?
I'm double six. I'm double six, not triple six.
Oh, you're double six. So how tall are you?
I don't like to say it. I'll just say I'm 5'4.5". I'll say my Instagram height is 5'4.5".
But you taking care of business in the community. You said that you were a police officer, which means you were protecting, you were serving, and that's admirable. And I think that, for someone like yourself,
he's lying.
So,
I saw him stand up, and the table is at his hip.
Okay,
so for someone like yourself that's out in the community, risking your life, to protect other people's lives in the community, that's very admirable. And like I just said, I think it's superficial things, all of these numbers and heights and size. I think that's too much. I think there's too much focus on the superficial, which is why the divorce rate is high, which is why people aren't getting married, which is why there are a lot of single people still out on the market talking about the dating pool. The dating pool is really just a cesspool. It's like, for me, it almost feels like there are about 12 kids who still pee in the bed and feed their children a gallon of water to drink and then invite them into my pool. That's what the dating pool feels like to me. It's more like a cesspool.
Unreasonable expectations is what I always unreasonable.
You know what though? I want to say people have been superficial from the ancient days when it came to mating. Okay? This is not something that just occurred yesterday or within the last couple of years. Women have always loved the princes and the knights and the warriors and the generals. They've always loved that. Women have always loved the men who were powerful and also loved the men who weren't as powerful because that's not what they were looking for. Men have always wanted the women who are voluptuous or were had dowries because their families were powerful. So they had to marry from within out to become an alliance. I mean, you're talking about things that have been happening for a long time. And now it seems that because things are more commercialized, it's almost as if what has been happening is now getting extra critique, because now you have modern men and you have modern women, and both modern men and modern women both want kind of like the same thing. And a lot of people are losing their traditional touch. So they're starting to say, this is shallow, that is shallow. Oh, this is that, or that is that. Because really and truly, people say they want traditional, but they don't want traditional. They don't want their woman staying at home. They want them to work, pay some of the bills. Or if they, the women do want to work, do want a man that makes a certain amount of money. They don't want someone who is poor. For me, I feel like I wouldn't care if he's poor, rich. There's no number on it. I care about his ambition, his accomplishments, whether they're like, you can be a man that accomplishes goals, but your goals were not set at, oh, I'm this big shot. You can be a simple man who's not a big shot and has accomplished the goals that he set for himself. Like.
Lady Blue.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I got to speak this, what they call womanese. When a woman says something, but she really means something else. Any woman who says she wants a man, that means she wants him to make more money, because you don't care if he's ambitious about cutting the yard. You don't care if he's ambitious about making sure your car is clean. You care that he's...
No, if he's a plumber.
Huh?
If he's a plumber, let's say he's a plumber, and he may not make six figures, but he went and he studied on how to plumb, how to do what he needs to do. He went to work. He was efficient. He was disciplined. He had structure, and he executed. And he has a small business, but he has his clients, and he has a routine, and he may not be able to put his family into Malibu home, but his family lives comfortably. He provides. The wife goes to work. She provides. They're just a family. To me, that is still a man that I would date too.
Okay, but
so he doesn't have to doesn't have to be balling to be ambitious.
We're saying the same thing.
Okay.
You want him, if he's a plumber, but you said he needs to have his clientele build it up. He needs to go figure out how to do his craft or trade better and then expand it. That's
no, but I'll still go with somebody from scratch. Meaning, if you have remember, okay. I just want to make sure I don't sound like a gold digger. I'm saying you ain't got to be, okay.
Listen,
I'm just making sure.
Still saying you want him to want more and try to get more. You're not saying, or correct me if I'm wrong, wherever he's at, let's just say you met a guy at the tire shop at Walmart, and he's the tire guy. He's not trying to be a supervisor or a manager. He has no aspirations. He wants to work exactly his 40 hours, bring his ass home, have a beer, cut his yard on Saturday, and he gets a raise. Great. Not doing shit else. I'm saying you don't want that guy. You want the guy that, in reason, whatever his skill or trade is, to do it and then try to elevate himself and want more for himself and his family. I'm not saying you're a gold digger, but I'm saying when you say ambition, you're saying you want him to be ambitious to improve his life, to improve his lifestyle. He might not be where he's going to be, but where he's at is not where he's going to stay.
So this is what I would add. You look very young, so I think a lot's going to be age specific. I think when you were younger, men, you're on mute.
No, she's not.
I'm 36.
You're young.
What are you, 45?
No.
Shit, I wish.
46? You're not 52.
Yes.
You're getting closer.
Okay.
So
I date men that are in the 50s.
Yeah, so I'm a guy in my 50s, right? So there's going to be a different dynamics than if you meet someone and I meet someone, because you're saying you'll take someone kind of where they are, right, or whatever. They don't need me at my age. I'm not signing up for any building projects. Someone's got to be a finished product. If I'm dating a woman, say for example, the highest I'll go is 55, the lowest I may go, say, is 42, 43. I can't take on somebody who is in the building process. I need, and when I say finished product, I'm not saying that they have to be perfect. I'm saying this can't be someone who is just now trying to get their life started, because I'm already established. And
I
this
agree
is,
with you.
before this, my disclaimer is this as well, because I know there are women who have given their whole lives to, like, they say, hey, I'm married, my husband's working, and I'm going to be a homemaker. I understand those situations. 100%, I'm excluding those situations where I can understand, Dino, if a woman was married and she said, I'm going to stay home, the family, I'm okay with that situation. But I'm not okay with meeting a woman 42 to 55 who don't have her shit together. I mean, what? How does that benefit me? It doesn't benefit me at all.
I understand that. I just feel like a lot of people are very shallow when it comes to, because when I see that she said, is this a dating app? I mean, a dating show? Is that what we're talking about? No, we're talking about financial household responsibility. So we're talking about you have to, when you talk about financial household responsibility, do you mean individually without dating, or do you mean as a family, or do you mean as an individual who's looking for a spouse? What is the subject line? I feel like what we're talking about is leading up to what your podcast topic is.
I'm talking about both sides. When I started, I explained I'm talking about both sides. So
I wasn't here.
Comment, not a dating show. I'm sorry. If you see somebody that you're interested in, yeah, but that's not what we're doing. We're talking.
I know, but I'm saying she's making comments like it is and it's not. I'm not even trying to be on that. I'm just communicating that when it comes to family, and when it comes to households, and when it comes to financial, when you talk about financial household responsibilities, those things are discussed, or those things are disclosed once you figure out whose roles are what, or what type of person that you want, or what type of individual you are, and what type of individual you want to attract in your life as far as when it comes to family is concerned. I think all those things are kind of like hand in hand.
Well, literally not. Suni Blanks has a question for you. She says, I want to know why she's single, because she seems like a whole catch if she's not okay with dating the manager.
I don't even know what the last part means.
I don't understand either.
I
think she was making a.
why
I don't think
single.
it's a question. And that's my dog. I think she's making a statement.
I don't like your dog.
You know, and that is my dog.
I know.
Right there.
I'm telling you. Listen, I'm gonna tell you. And this is a quick segue, because when she said that she don't care about education, we were on that one podcast. She said it does not matter. Just go find out and Google stuff on the internet. She doesn't require melanin to get any additional education. You lost me there. You were there.
They said she was being snide, I think. What does snide mean?
Sarcastic.
Slick.
Sarcastic.
Oh. No, I think I just don't want to come on here and speak in a shallow manner. You know, like a lot of women who don't, how to say it, a lot of women say that they want a man who's successful, who makes six figures, who's this, who's that. They want him to pay for all the bills. She come in and she pays part of the bills, or some of the bills, or some of the income, or some of the household expenses. But she really wants this type of man that's like this, that, and the other. And it's kind of like, okay, well, what kind of woman are you? You know, like, are you a woman that is able to handle that type of man? Because that type of man comes with a lot too. Like what a lot of women or a lot of men ask for, it seems like, can they handle that in a reciprocated form? So when I speak and I say, okay, you know what, just, I don't agree with anyone dating anybody who is ambitionless. I feel like any man who is the head of household should never be stagnant. And I feel like when it comes to financial household responsibilities, those things are strategic off of who is running the house, who's leading the house, what type of household you have. Do you have children? Are you a single mother? Are you a single father? Do you want to get married? Like, financial household responsibilities is like me. I'm a single mother of multiple little children. So when it comes to the financial household responsibilities, I'm 100% responsible for everything. If I'm dating a man, I'm still 100% responsible for all my bills. If I decide to accept someone's marriage proposal, I still understand that when it comes to my children, I'm 100% responsible. Now, if he decides to say, "Hey, I want to help you," I'm grateful. If he decides to offer those things, I'll be humble and I'll be grateful and I'll express so much gratitude. But when you come into a situation with outside children, I feel like the financial household responsibilities are not the same as if you don't come in a household with children and then you're just his wife and then he has babies by you. It's different.
Agreed.
That's how I was tying it in.
Hey, can I clear something up real quick and we get back to the subject, Blue? So on that live with Suni, because Suni and I have had multiple discussions on education, and her and I've had private discussions. She says that getting a college degrees, because she also puts an emphasis on trade school being another way instead of getting yourself in debt with student loan. She is not anti-education. She's just like, everybody doesn't need to be getting all of these college degrees and then being in financial, purgatory. That's a discussion. I can say that we've had multiple conversations on this. So she's not anti-education. She's just not a big pusher on go to a 4-year institution and get yourself in debt with student loans.
All right, you don't have to make any more comments about it.
Okay.
Not you. I'm talking to her. You can comment all day. We good. She's still making comments on it. That's irritating the shit out of me. I'm gonna leave it alone then, because that's not what she said that day. Because I remember I was in California and I was at the wedding, and I remember that. But that's not what she said. If you're saying you had private conversations to give a synopsis better of what you're trying to say, I'm gonna go with that. Leave that alone. All right, back to the top. All right, so Lady Blue, you keep saying it, and that's why some of the people are they're not trying to poke a hole in it, but you still want a guy to have ambition, which means he wants more for his family, which means he wants to earn wherever he's at, he's going to potentially earn more income. So there's nothing wrong with that, but you should want that. And then, but also, unfortunately, as you're going closer and closer to 40, if the guy's not doing whatever it is, if he's not accomplishing whatever his desires are, he's almost running out of time. He doesn't have much. If he's your age exactly, he shouldn't have ambition. He should have this plan, and he should be working the plan. He's not 25 anymore. He's almost 40. So whatever his dreams, aspirations are, he shouldn't just be, oh, you know what? I think I want to get me a barbershop. No, motherfucker, you should have did this shit 10 years ago. Or I want to get, or whatever. He should be implementing the plan, not just trying to figure it out. So I'm not, again, I totally get what you're saying. If a guy is 40 years old or close to 40 either side, and he's not trying to get it, then he's a piece of shit. I don't care.
Well, for me personally, I was just speaking in general as like human beings. But for me personally, I'm very accomplished. Right now, I'm waiting for my house to be. The owners of the house live next door, so they haven't moved next door yet. So I can't move into my house until September 7th. But I'm very comfortable in life. I have a lot of ambition. I execute. I'm very successful for my situation, right? So for me, I would want somebody who is older, who is experienced, and who is already set in their ways. Like they already have what they have. They're already where they want to be. They already have their children. They already, like they're already past my stage. So for me, that's what I would personally want. But I wouldn't go demanding that because I understand I have children. I have a lot that comes with me. It's not just me. It's a lot. It's me and more. So I can't go around just demanding certain things, just how somebody can't go around demanding certain things of me. So I just try to make humble statements, Blue.
Well, hold on. Let me back up. Let me open your mind. With a woman who has her own money and 5 children, you can do what they call standards. This man must bring this to the table in order to date you, in order to be in a relationship with you. Because if you don't have these standards, then all this riffraff is going to come in your way, and you're not going to deal with it. So you having with 5 children and your own income that can support said 5 children in a new home, it's okay for you to have standards. Just like Sid can have standards. Dino can have standards because of their income, because of their status in life. They can say, I'm not dealing with this woman who, has a GED and does not work and wants to mooch off me. And she chooses not
I
to
agree.
So you can have standards. There's nothing wrong with anybody having standards based on the life that they provide. So it's okay to say that. Don't back off on that and say, hey, look, if you're not bringing shit to the table, the proverbial table, then no, you can't talk to me. And you need to understand that these kids come with me. So this is a party of 6 plus whatever you're coming with every time.
Yes.
Yeah, I
And
like
do you
that,
agree
Blue,
with
and
me?
I also think that it's important for me personally. I like things to I like things in relationships to be organic, but I do agree that it's very important to have at least a basic set of standards in which I took time to sit back and meditate on in terms of what I would like in a relationship, but they're not all etched in stone. Because just say I have 3 or 4 basic principles in which I need in a woman, and she might be higher in one and a little lower than the other. So they might not all be 100%. So I just try to keep it organic. There's certain things that I know that I won't tolerate, and there's certain things that I desire. But at the end of the day, I really am cautious about setting my standards based on society and what they think, or family and friends and what they think. Because as I've tried to mature, what I try to do is I try to see what is it going to take to make me happy and bring me peace, because I've spent too many years of my life trying to impress or have the approval of others. Now it's me time. And whatever I think is going to be appropriate, then that's what I follow.
Yeah. That's right. That's right, Dino. That was well spoken. Blue, well spoken. Mr. Independent, well spoken. Well spoken. For me, I just am very humble and I'm very grateful in life. And I do have standards, and I do have, safety nets, right? Surrounding me. Okay. But, and my children. But I just want to make sure that when women speak, a lot of times it's in vanity. Like you said, we mimic off of Instagram or other celebrities, or what we see other people doing. We want the Mercedes Benzes, we want the Rolls Royces, we want the Piaget watches, we want this and we want that. And it's like, yeah, that's cool and all, but there's more to life than that. You know what I'm saying? And and I use that in example of a relationship. A lot of people want the Mercedes Benz of a relationship. You know, people want the Piaget's of a relationship. I want the house, the car, the dude, fit, this, that, and everything. And it's kind of like, those are not, I'm not dissing you for wanting those things, but it's so much more than just that. You know what I'm saying? So for me, someone asked, well, why is she single? Because I'm just now getting into this stage. Like he said, you're still young. So I want someone who's already like where I am right now. He will want someone like that who's been like where I am today, set in that for years. You get what I'm saying? Where I'm just now beginning this new life of stability, peace, quietness, you know, financially stable, beautiful home, paid off car, careers, you know, that's new. So I'm in the, okay, I have it, now I have to sustain it stage. Okay? There's a sustaining stage that when you get older, those who have accomplished and those who have acquired, those who have learned to master sustainability, those are the keepers. Because you can always get something. It's easy to get it.
Yeah.
It is not easy to sustain it.
You done said a word.
Yeah, agreed. Totally agreed.
Now, Blue, do you want a lady? Now, hold on, let me cam up in that. Now, Blue, do you want a lady that's based on, now you're in the South, correct? So in the South, your personal opinion, I'm not talking about what everybody or the majority or what a lot, just you personally, being from the South, would you prefer a woman that went to work and made the same amount of money as you every day, 5 days a week, or would you prefer that you go to work 5 days a week and then you have a stay-at-home woman?
All right, so my answer is not that tricky, but it's going to answer some of these questions that were coming. I would prefer to work as much as needed to provide for the household. And if she won't work, then that's okay. But my income is going to keep the household. My income is going to do the light, water, gas, cable, internet, blah, blah, blah. And if she wanted to add, hey, look, this is for investments. This is for vacations. This is for the third car or something like that. I'm with it. But
I like that.
My money is for the house, and then I don't want her job to see the comfort that I'm trying to provide. So, for example, I don't want to hear she got to work overtime and she hadn't cooked me a meal all week. Not going to happen. I don't want to hear she got to work overtime and I hadn't had sex in 7 days. It's a problem. So, but at the same time, she could basically be a teller or something part-time, working 20 to 30 hours a week, where if she could be work from home or something like that. But I'm not going to turn down the supplement income, but it's not a requirement for our success. Put that pressure on me. If I need to work a second job or third job or fourth job, however it be, then put that pressure on me so that I still want her not to be stressed at 60 looking pretty versus she's been worked hard to death like me.
I like that, bro. Thank you.
I love that. I love that. You don't hear that many men saying that nowadays. I'm serious. I cannot stand the modern men.
You're right, because I'm one of them.
hate-
And I respect what Blue said, but me personally, I want a woman to get her ass up in the morning, do that hair, put a little bit of lipstick on, get her butt in that car, get out there to that job, because I want to sit at home all day and play on Instagram and eat bowls of cereal, big as the ones they make the sweet potato pies with, and that's all. Anybody, any takers?
Ding, 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 ding. I love ding, ding. Wait a minute, ding, ding. That is everything. Hey, he kept it raw.
Wanted to take care of me once.
He kept it raw.
I got it. I'll do this. I'll do that. And I was like, no, I want to go to work. She said, no, it's okay. So she would take me out to eat at expensive restaurants 4 or 5 times a week, take me on shopping sprees, do all these things. I'm like, I don't feel right. You're making my goddamn stomach hurt. I can't. I'm not built like this. I don't feel comfortable, and I can't move forward. If I'm not going out and accomplishing something every day, doing something to generate income, revenue, or productivity, like I can't even go. I personally can't go on a 7-day vacation without working 4 of those 7 days. I won't feel right. You are being chill. I don't know. Said, if you had, I know, other than making sure that she has the best pedicure possible, is there anything else? Like if you had a choice, you actually had a choice. You get to make your boxes as you see fit. How would you ideally, for your significant other, whether you wanted her to work or not work, how would you make it out?
Shout out to the ladies that get the pedicures. Thumbs up to the pedicure gang. I think I would struggle with a woman who just sat home all day if I was out working. I just want her to do something to be, laughing. I want her to see.
Hey, because I'd have never known. See, you and Blue, y'all been on lives multiple times. And I'm going to be honest with you. For some reason, the last time we got on and this time, I've only got 3 screens. And I was telling Blue earlier, until he sent me the live he saved, you're just like the voice of God that chimes in from. I can't see you, but when I was responding to the comments and I had Cam down and I heard you say, "Well,
No,
me,
Prince.
shout out to the ladies with those pedicures, cause I'm a toe boy."
Oh, he likes feet. He likes feet. That's funny.
Man,
He like them toes, baby.
That mean he suck toes. He likes sucking toes.
Hold on.
He do. He suck toes. He do. He suck toes. Yeah, he do. Yeah, he do. He suck toes. If you got a foot set, yeah, he do. He lick toes.
Yeah.
Hey, Blue, reel this in. This is John.
Blue.
So Blue.
Blue, you didn't see what he did.
I actually want her to fulfill her purpose. If that means, if it her seeking whatever her passion is. Mm-hmm. But I'm okay with a woman working part-time, because I have to understand too, I want a woman who cooks. So I can't have the expectation that she'll be doing that 9 to 5 and then have that dinner ready. So part-time, and then I want her to cook. And no, for the record, I do not suck no damn toes. I just like how they look. I make a good foot massage and all that, but yeah, it's not.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Me and Sid are similar to a point, but I explain a little differently than him. It's not just about the pedicure, meaning that there's a tip on her toes. No, I want her actual bone structure to be nice. I don't want it to be cripping. I don't want it to be stacked toe. I don't want it to be doing some crazy shit.
Yeah, because she got, because was that you saying if the second toe is longer than the big toe? Was that you?
No, that was me.
No, that was you.
Hey, I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle it. It was like she was in the game. I was like, ooh, what gang is that? But I'm finding out too that, if you don't mind me, Blue, I want to introduce one topic. What's gonna happen to all the women that are going out and injecting 17 pounds of butt when the trend changes back to the women that are shaped more like Coi Leray and Chloe Bailey and like that? What are they gonna do with all that butt?
I don't know.
Now, if you naturally got it, if you got it from your mama and it's natural, that's one thing. But you guys know the ones on Instagram. They
but you
shape
can't
like
shoot
this.
them down. I'm gonna be honest with
This
you.
is
There's
their
men
lower body, and this is their upper body. This is all butt. This is the waist, and this is the upper body. You know what I'm saying? What's gonna happen to them? What are you gonna do when it happens to you?
I think
Oh
that
God.
when it comes to women who get their bodies done,
Hmm.
I have a question before. Dino, have you ever had
Yo.
sex with a woman who did have her stomach in her ass?
Her stomach in which what?
Now wait a minute. Are you talking about a BBL or are you talking about around
Mm-hmm.
Christmas time and she had chitlins? Because that would be
A
stomach coming
BBL,
out your ass.
a BBL, a BBL.
Okay.
Me,
She
me.
said her stomach in her.
Why you say it like? Why you?
Hey, it might have been chitlins. You know, chitlins and
Ooh,
stomach, and it's gonna come out
what?
that ass.
Have
That
you
thing
have you ever had sex with a woman who had her
with a
stomach in
BBL.
her ass? Because no, the reason why I said it like that,
I'm glad
because
you asked.
implants are different. Are
Of
different.
course,
The
Kenya
your
Moore
own
got
fat in your
implants.
ass is a
Hmm.
different feeling. So have you had sex with a woman who got her body done who had a the just the lipo from the stomach and ejected into the ass,
No,
the butt?
never. I never had.
Okay,
No.
so
Different feeling.
well,
Oh,
I'm
it's
not a
definitely
man, but
gonna be different. That's
I
like
would think it's a
Kenya
different
Moore.
feeling.
Like Kenya Moore from the Housewives of Atlanta, you could tell how her butt sits. It's like you remember how women would get breast implants. It'd be like a little bladder bag, and they tuck it in and make the tits bigger. They used to do that and inject them into the butt, so it'd be just like a bladder bag in the butt. Now the BBL is where they take the fat from in the body and inject it and make the butt bigger. It's fat transfer, like they said. But no, now I've had sex with a couple midgets. I ain't had no
No, no,
BBL.
no, 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 no. Okay, so you've never because you asked a question because you made a comment about people with their plastic surgery, but you've never had sex with one.
No, I
So you
haven't.
don't right. So you don't know the feeling. So maybe there are men out there who like that feeling, even though it might look like bought, it might really still
Mhm.
feel good. So there's a lot of men out there who might still not mind that. You know what I'm saying?
I
As
don't
long as
mind. I just don't know. But I can tell you what that midget do.
oh no, I know that midgets be thick though, but that's
Oh, thick.
natural. So
She had
we can't speak
drumsticks
of.
on her. She had I called her half pint. She
Wait, so
was
did you get your
short,
dick sucked? So did you get
stocky.
head by her? Did you get
Look,
head
she
by
had
her?
them little drumstick on her booty like basketballs. It was all good until one day I just looked at her and I said, baby, this thing ain't gonna work. She said, why, Daddy?
We went
I
from
said, because you
financial
got a
houses
little
to
body,
ass.
but you got a normal size head like a rock wall. I can't take it.
Are you teasing?
So
I
she
ain't
was
about to get in trouble by that
she was a
community.
she was a
I know,
midget.
I'm going to stop.
Was she a
Yeah,
midget?
I'm too
This is a
scared.
note from Dino Brown, entertainer. Any views expressed here are not consented by Blue, Lady Blue, or the sheriff.
Yeah, I'm not too much into the fake and bake stuff. I like natural women.
You like
Take it
natural
back.
women?
Yeah, even if it's a little thick or whatever. But yeah, I don't want stuff that used to be here and all that. I just want it natural.
Right. I think when it comes to like when people say they like natural, it seems like they like naturally like fit, naturally nice, naturally in shape. They don't like natural like, oh, she got a prune stomach or she has teardrop raisin breasts. Like, you guys, a man like to say, I like natural, but they like how a woman go gets her body done and she looks naturally. They like that natural.
Yeah,
Meaning maybe not
but
the
in
big butt.
the flip side,
Not the
if a
big butt,
guy
I'm not saying.
if a
Hmm.
guy's got a Twizzler for a dick, you don't like that either.
Oh, I don't mind. I don't mind.
If he, you know, you
I
like,
don't mind. I don't mind.
if he's got a raisin, then they talking trash about him, right? Come on now. You don't
I
mind
don't
if
mind
you
though.
don't mind if the guy's got a little inchworm.
I
No.
would prefer, I
Because that
would
means that I
prefer
can
the
just
butt.
suck it all the time and I ain't got to worry about it going in my hole and hurting it. So that means I
Well,
could just give them head all the time. If I
I
could
know,
choose, I would give head more than having sex.
I know one thing though. I noticed that women are into working out now, and I want to say that be
This
careful
nigga.
because working out causes like adrenaline rushes and
Damn.
stuff like that on the serious side, and they're getting addicted to working out, and then they got them doing squats with weights and lifting weights, and they getting a little too tough, a little too buff. When you get behind that thing and you go to ooh, you want it to have that ripple and wave effect. It's supposed to go away from you and come back, go away and come back. When y'all lift too many weights and y'all doing this backwards with your leg, and that thing, it's like hitting bricks. You know what that does to a man's balls?
So have you done that?
You can't
So have you
wait to
done that?
get out of that
So
thing.
have you hit it? Have you hit it? Have you done that? But Dino, have you had sex with a muscle booty?
Wait. Did you just say that he has sex in the booty?
No, with a muscle booty.
Man,
Oh my God.
I'm still I'm still stuck on she said she'd rather give head than have sex. Hey Dino, I'm sorry, I checked out on that part. I don't know if I ever heard that, especially from the
You,
sister too.
you don't like the muscle booties? I mean, you like the muscle booties over the nice soft booties when you slap them?
Dino ain't
It's
he
more.
ain't hearing it. He ain't hearing what you saying. Dino, he asked you a question.
The muscle, the nice hard firm butt.
Yeah.
I like that, or it can be a little jiggly because the muscle sometimes. Here's the thing, because I'll be working out like I'm crazy, Dino. So sometimes you don't want a woman all hard like you are as a man. So sometimes I want,
What's
what I'm
that
saying,
smell?
you want that little
You guys spraying
booty.
something? No. Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, I don't want no muscle booty. I want something nice and soft. It could be a little too big. That's cool if it's natural or whatever. A few dimples here and there. I'm not really tripping. As long as she could breathe, I don't want her to come in there. So what you want? I'll fix you something to eat. You want me to put it in the microwave? I can pretty much roll with it. But look, hey, man, I appreciate you having me on, Blue, man. It's been a blast. Salute to everybody that came on and watched
Me
the
too. I'm gonna
live.
hop off too.
Blue, Lady Blue, the
Ding ding.
sheriff. We're going to start calling him the
Yes.
sheriff, the big
I
dog.
know.
Man, I
I gotta be
appreciate all
careful.
y'all.
I gotta be careful
God
because he probably my
bless.
hometown police. Okay, bye you guys.
I gotta be careful with her. She's good Lord. We went from financial to all.
I had to take a work call, so I had to, calm down for a second. And y'all talking about muscle booty, so I missed all that. La Bonita.
Hi. I was in the dark watching the Clemson game.
Man, I cannot believe that Clemson is being drugged by Duke right now.
Whoa. That was a big, powerful 4-letter word you just said.
Clemson is ranked number 9 in the nation.
No.
They're getting drugged by some college. They're getting drugged by some
You're in the
nerds.
West Coast. I don't think West Coast people have too much knowledge of college SEC football. Sir, let's put some respect on Dabo.
Hold on. This is not SEC football. This is ACC.
Clemson's SEC.
No, it's not.
They're Clemson's ACC.
Oh, my bad. Correction. Okay, cool.
But I do think that the West Coast knows a little bit about football because you see Georgia is trying to do something this year, Blue, that we came 3 minutes shy of completing. That man Vince Young stopped that mighty Trojan because the USC almost went for 3 straight. So we know a little bit about college football, and we definitely know about high school football because California has been running through everybody in high school football.
Well, I will say this. They are not getting drugged.
Blue, you played. So if you're the number 9th ranked team in the nation, Clemson got 2 or 3 national championships. Is it 2 or 3?
That's not drug.
They won with.
Is that drug, Blue?
Is
that drug, Blue?
They
ranked 9th in the nation and they're losing to a bunch of college boys. Duke is known for two things: basketball and being smart, not football. Blue, I ain't a football game. When has Duke ever been known to do anything on the damn football field?
Steve Spurrier used to be the head coach. Let me say that.
Duke?
Yeah, for Duke. Steve Spurrier, head coach.
Long time ago, right?
Yeah. That is
Fenton.
drug. 6 points is not drug.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
I understand, but there's still 4 minutes left, and they're 2 field goals away from tying it. So that ain't got no temperature. Man, you better get kicked out. Yeah, I don't. That's not drug in the game. But
hey, I think if you're ranked 9th in the nation, so
it doesn't matter.
So this is what I could tell you: if them Trojans was playing Duke, it would not be 13-7.
Just put it like this: if you know college football, you know anything can happen. Just like yesterday, just like the Colorado game.
Oh,
you've been watching it all weekend. I've been watching every single game.
Oh Lord!
And yesterday was a damn good game with FSU and LSU.
I left and I came back after. I didn't even watch it, and then I couldn't believe that LSU, and I don't even like SEC, but I got to root for LSU because Jaden Daniels is from right out here, so I got to root for the California guy, and I cannot believe that they lost to Florida.
Well, I'm a Roll Tide, so
I am
not
God.
for LSU at all. So I was definitely going for FSU to kick their ass yesterday, and they did.
Ain't you from California?
Listen, sir. I've been in the South since I was 16.
So
now I'm almost 40. So tell me, everybody, where I'm from. If I've been in
California
the South since I was 16 and I'm almost 40, everybody, where am I from?
California, and then you live in Georgia. Now, Blue, I'm gonna defer to you, Southern. How do you live in the state of Georgia and then you're a Tide fan? That's like blasphemy. This is like some Dracula shit right now.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my
goodness! Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Isha Marie Gonzalez. I actually went straight to Christian Brothers University, did 2 years in Memphis, and then finished at Alabama. Oh
my gosh!
Oh my God! Okay. Now we know each other.
And do you hear that? Can you guys hear that? It sounds like some wheels. I hear the wheels on the bandwagon going right now. My bad. I hear the wheels on the bandwagon.
I think you need to go in my closet. Mike Shula. Okay. Let's go back.
I'm a true fan.
Back to us talking about these BBWs used to date. I missed you. Where you been at?
I didn't date any BBWs. That was Dino. I took an Instagram hiatus, 32-day break.
Proud of you. Look like you lost a couple ounces.
I did. I lost some weight because I'm on a low carb diet right now, so I have dropped some weight.
Nice. Proud of you.
Yep.
So what y'all talking about? Financial household responsibility, Blue?
Yeah. Just who basically, I didn't say it, but it's the difference between a traditional man and a modern man, and what a woman wants. Does she want a traditional man, modern man? What's okay with her? Some women want a traditional man. They're willing to be the helpmate. Some women want to make the response, lead the household with the man. They want to be. They want to split the bills. They want all the parts. So it's just whatever the woman wants. Not the BBW, BBL.
So what in your opinion, what is a traditional man?
Traditional man,
when it comes to financial responsibility.
Yeah, he pays the mortgage, light, water, gas, cable, internet, and he does not require, he actively does not require his woman to work. If she does work, then it's supplemental. And he looks for a woman who wants this. He does not look for a woman to say, look, I make the same thing you make or more, and let's put it together. He wants to be able to have the responsibilities of going out and working. If they're short on something, he can pay something off, then he goes and gets the part-time job. He works the hours at work or something like that. Versus she stays at home, she keeps the house, she makes sure that he's comfortable when he gets home, and that's not her responsibility.
So that's traditional. Yes. Okay.
Modern would be down the middle. Down the middle. If the mortgage is $3,000, we're paying $1,500 a piece. We might not even have a joint checking and savings, but we're paying the bills equally.
Okay. So is there another tier or just those one or the other?
I'm sure there's levels to it, but
So I'm going to give you an example of a guy I used to talk to and what he said to me, and it kind of pushed me back because I'm used to, I guess, modern. If that's what it's called, modern, but it wasn't verbalized as we're splitting 50-50. It's just like, I take care of this, you take care of this. It wasn't like a split. But this gentleman said, I'm very traditional. And what in your definition, I'm very traditional. And I was like, okay, explain to me what that means. He said exactly what you said. I said, okay, cool. But am I allowed to book trips? Like, say I wanted us to take a trip to Spain. Can I pay for it? Can I pay for the hotel? Can I pay for that? Would you be okay if sometimes maybe your car note I snuck behind your back and I paid it? Would you be okay if I took care of a lot of your stuff, your wardrobe, just pop up with stuff around the home for you? Would you be okay? He said, absolutely not. No, you're not paying for no trips. You're not doing none of that. You're not paying for nothing. You're not spending your money. I was like, oh, this will be weird.
okay. So what's the question?
So what's that, man?
He's traditional. Okay, so look, let me explain what he would have received better. With you saying that, if he would have received you letting him, if there was a couple smaller credit cards that he had that was lingering, if you went on the back end of a 3 or 5 year note on a car and you start the principal on, or if you any bill that could be reduced, but as far as the lion's share of the day-to-day, he wants to hold that. He wants that responsibility because he does not want you to say, I'm working. I'm too tired to cook. I'm too tired to give you sex. I'm just tired. I'm exhausted mentally from these physical or mental things that are going outside the house. That's what that's about. So then, and it's almost scary because I hear it so much. A guy who's traditional doesn't want to hear about you going on a trip. Like, a lot of them are, they're just worried about what's going on here. He would rather you go on a trip on your own and then say, hey, look, I don't need nothing. I'm going, but I'm just going to go with my girlfriends who you know and trust. And then we're going to go. But not necessarily take us and the kids. Because he's like, man, I don't know if I can really stop working now. I don't know if I can afford that, because he's just thinking about all my money is for the house. And there's a saying, my money is her money. Her money is her money. So he's not asking you for anything. A lot of women would love that. But if you're used to providing for yourself, then that's kind of odd to you, and I get that. But you also really don't want the guy who's saying the mortgage is $1,500 or the mortgage is $2,000. I need my $1,000 on the first. I need my $1,000, and the cable is you got Comcast, so the cable is $225. I need my $112.50. So I need that, run that. So
I'll never mind because I'll be collecting points. So whatever.
I understand. Listen, but you're
trying to keep my Delta status, okay?
Yeah, but the fact that he's saying that to you, doesn't that feel a little weird?
Well, no. So I lived with one man 10 years ago now. It gave me anxiety because I didn't know what was going to happen when the first came, basically. So I wanted to know once we moved in, like what I had this anxiety in my mind because I had a little girl. She was about 7 because she's 16 now. She's about 6, 7. So I had a room, you know what I'm saying, for her. She had to have a room. So it's just me, him, her. Well, I had anxiety because I didn't never been in this situation. I was kind of asking cousins, like, what do? They all did 50-50, split up. She was like, oh, girl, a lot of my cousins older, California though. Girl, I was living here before him. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I was just getting different opinions from different women in my family and what they do with their situations and their living situations. Well, with this guy, I did a breakdown of majority it being mine because I had the teacup toy poodle. I have the daughter. He was bringing nothing, just himself. So what I did was I came up with a calculation where I was paying majority of the house note. He was not, because again, I had a child, I had a dog. So I put this on the refrigerator. I'm cooking. He gets off work. He comes in the house. And I was like, hey, babe, look at the refrigerator. And he looked. He was like, what is this? And I was like, well, I just figured, so let's say it was $2,000. Then I told him that I would pay $1,400. And I was trying to give a fair, observation of what I thought would work. Man, he must have grabbed that piece of paper and bundled it up. He's like, if you don't go finish cooking, he said, you're so cute. Go sit down. I don't want your money for nothing. I was like, oh, is this how it works? Okay. I didn't never know, like, how does that work when you live with somebody? So he laid it down, and now he didn't set the tone for the rest of anybody else. Hey, you paying all that. I buy the groceries. I go to Whole Foods. I'm gonna cook every day, everything. You want to go healthy? You want to go healthy for 32 days? I cook just how you need me to cook for you. But I'm cooking everything. I'm filling up the tank. I'm taking the cars to Costco. I'm bringing the detail guy to the house. We gonna always have the maid. We gonna have everything. Okay, but you gonna pay all that house note. So I learned that from a 27-year-old. If he did it, all y'all gotta do it.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
He did it. He checked me. He checked me, but I was really willing to be a helpmate. I didn't think it was his responsibility to take care of my daughter. You know what I mean? So
now, I mean, so that I'll say this last part about that. He's gonna provide for her there, and no, he's not gonna add any additional expenses. Like whatever the grocery costs, whatever the more or light water. Okay, yeah, but some guys draw a particular line, and if she wants like a big present or something like that outside of the norm, and he's doing all this, and the father's alive and active. Now, if he knows that the father is not active or something,
right,
he'll more than likely take their full responsibility.
Right. Yeah, I never looked to any man to take care of mine. That's what I work for, but definitely everything is always, to me, a man is an added bonus to me, 100%. So I never put a burden that's prior to him. And he's never required to do anything. The relationship is with me. Of course, leadership to my daughter, but financially, no. Food and outings, yes. Because if you came with your little badass son, I'm gonna be feeding your baby too.
Right.
So food, yes. But as far as like anything major, like a PlayStation, I want a PlayStation 5, stuff, but just wild things that kids want, extra things, no, definitely not. But yeah, I thought that was cool. I thought I learned a lot 10 years ago with him being young and thinking like, wow, I didn't know this exists, because I promise you, I was calling older cousins and they split bills with their men. And I was like, oh, okay.
Well, also, I mean, those people who split, I would say, and you said they're older, the next question I would ask is how far in income are they, the disparity between the two? How much more does he or she make to see? Because if you split and you're close, it's not that bad, especially if you've been together 10, 15 years and both of you have had jobs and increase your income and either went back to school, so it's different. But if you meet somebody at 35, 40, and you've done a lot of the work to get where you are, and you weren't part of that work, different. But if you met at 18, 21, and y'all didn't have much, y'all got together and y'all built it together. It's not, I mean, because you were with them when they were making minimum wage was $10, and now they make $35, $40 an hour, and you've been along the way. You've been through her ups and downs. It's
Right.
very different.
Yeah, my cousin pretty much, because I asked her, like, why? And she said, well, be honest, he moved into my house. You know, I've been having my house for 9 years. He moved in my house, and before him, I was paying my mortgage alone. That's what she said. I was like, okay.
Well, power to him. I don't know if I could live. I don't think I could personally move into a woman's house.
Right.
And then tell me to fuck out.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, hell no. You can rent your stuff out. You come on over here.
yeah. Because
Or you can keep it empty. If you don't act right, then you can always go back home.
the first time,
Well, you guys are men that are responsible and have your own, right? But these were not men. All men aren't like that. That I'm gonna tell you right now. My daughter, my ex-husband, she's 16. My ex-husband moved into my house when I was 20 years old. He didn't have anything. He had a roommate with 3 guys. Where am I gonna go with him?
right.
He didn't have the ability.
That's too much leverage for you to tell me to get out. Can you imagine that, Blue?
Aw,
Get
I
your,
wouldn't do that.
get your ass out of my house.
I never did that.
No, look, I got one up from both of y'all. I always have to buy the bed, not just the house. I have to buy the bed, fully funded by me, no participation by her whatsoever. She can buy the dresser, the chest, the armoire, the ottoman. I don't give all the pieces in the bedroom. She cannot buy the bed, mattress, or box spring. You know why? I'm never sleeping on the motherfucking couch.
Well, that's why I wouldn't date a man that snores, because I don't want to sleep on the couch either, and I don't want to put you on the
Lord
couch.
have mercy.
I don't want to put you on the couch. So fun fact: I've always bought a king bed for a man all my life. A nice king bed, so he's ready. It's always been for the man. I'd like buy a nice, comfortable bed for the man. But yeah, I that's a good concept. You buy the bed. So if you buy the bed, you're saying this in a foundation that's being put together? Are you saying if a woman moves in with you, you're getting a whole new bed, or is that the bed that you're keeping?
We can go buy all new furniture. I'm still buying the bed.
Yeah, because she's probably gonna be like, nah, you know what? You got to get a new bed.
Yeah. I don't care
I had
about
that happen. Hey, you got to get a new bed because them skeletons from that bed. Now we got to start fresh. I was like, okay,
and that's
I get it. Okay.
But listen to what I said. If we go buy this new bedroom set, we can split the cost of the dresser, the chest, all the other pieces, the nightstands. We can split those. But I'm buying the bed, the mattress, the box spring solely off of my money. I'll split the other parts, and we can rinse, wash, and repeat as many times as you want to. Because in the prenup, I might only have one thing in the prenup, just one.
What?
Just one.
The bed.
The bed. And I'm not sleeping on the couch. That's it.
Can I pick the bed out though?
I would find that offensive.
If I picked it out?
Yeah. Now you're trying me.
Why? I wouldn't think you have good bed picking.
I mean, what you know what? We're gonna pick it because I like American Signature furniture, right? You know, they have complete 7, 8 pieces together, all with the leather and wood.
Oh, you're talking about the bed. You're talking about the bed frame, or are you talking about the mattress?
All parts of the things that we're gonna sleep on: the bed, the mattress, the box springs, the footboard, the headboard, all.
Well, since I was 20, I only did Z Gallery headboard, and it comes with a full frame always. But my mattresses, I do not get. This actually just bought a mattress 3 days ago. It's $4,600. Stern and Foster, pillow top, because I have back problems. So I cannot get my mattresses Stern and Foster, certain ones, everywhere. So I had to get the really good estate one that they have. but that's a lot for a mattress. This mattress I'm on now was like 32. I had it for 6 months. I hate it. So I've always spent thousands on my mattresses. I've had at least 7 in 15 years.
What,
I'm big on
what do you,
mattresses, and they all mess me up. Right now, this one that I'm laying on, somebody recommended a therapeutic to me.
Mhm.
It's my sciatic. It's been messing up my sciatic heck of bad, so it don't work for me. But what she say?
oh man, that's shocking. That's crazy. You
Look at Stern and Foster. I have a herniated disc in my neck and spine, so I have different backs than y'all. So unless you have major back problems, I wouldn't go to Sterling Foster. You guys can look at Purple. Purple's a good one. Purple's a very good one. I was cut between both of those. Someone told me to try a sleep number bed, but my ex has one, the one that snores, and I didn't like it. Probably why he snores.
That's horrible.
If I'm paid that much damn money for a sleep number bed, that motherfucker better stop me from snoring.
Yeah, that's a nice chunk of change for a mattress, but I ain't mad at you.
Yeah, I mean,
Especially, I mean, you're putting it to use.
So the difference in me, let me tell y'all who I am.
Don't skip that. Don't skip that. He asked you a direct question. Don't skip that.
What'd you say?
I said you're putting it to use, so I meant sleeping on it.
My fault.
Obviously, nightly. Stop.
But you know what I just found out from a representative at Stern Foster? They said it's going to take me, my weight, I only would naturally weigh pregnant, 9 months, I weigh 149. I naturally weigh 125. So the problem is that I'm not breaking these beds in. It really takes a while to break your bed in. So I'm not breaking 32 days, Texas.
And she walked herself into that one. Did you see Blue's face? She said, "I am not breaking my bed in."
I'm not breaking them in. I swear. I gotta jump on them or something because they're not breaking into me. They're not feeling me.
No. You just need somebody who weighs, I think, 167, maybe 163, to help you.
Yeah, I don't have nobody around me.
One be too much. 163, maybe 162, something like that.
About 170, 175. Yeah.
What you weigh right now?
Me? I'm hovering probably right around 170 right now.
Okay.
Yeah, right. I'm
So
hovering about 170.
you together be about 220. We'd be good.
No.
Yeah, but my disclaimer is I can, I can blow some backs out, but there's an age range. Like
I forgot I'm too young.
No.
I'm saying, listen to what I'm saying, because I'm
not?
in phenomenal shape. I'm in phenomenal shape, but see, I don't get ahead of myself. So I think 40, around about 40 and all the way up, I can blow them backs out. When you start getting into women in the 30s, I don't know, my back, my L, I don't know if I can blow a back out in a 30-year-old. 40s on up, yeah, I'm good. 30s, nah, that might be a little too much for me.
When's your birthday?
Me?
No.
Me?
Yes.
Mother's Day.
Oh. Well, sir, it's so that puts you at about 9 months, 8 months or so. Everybody's eligible. We're good to go.
Well, I think me personally, I have a career where I work heavier than the natural woman. So I have a way more heavier job on my body, my neck and my spine. So honey, you got to come when you feel it. And I don't need you blowing my back out. And I'm not I'm not them early 30s or them 20s.
Pooh said she need a man at least 200 pounds.
She said she needed something to do something.
Do something.
See, I think all that extra weight, I be seeing you, you know what, it's funny, I be seeing you big guys, because, Blue's a big dude. This ain't no personal shot, but I be seeing
Blue
you
tall.
big dudes, but he's big and tall. I said, there is no way in hell a dude who's like 260 and all that shit, there is no way he can have the stamina I can. He too damn, you, no disrespect, you too damn big.
Hold on, are we? Let's be clear.
Wait.
Are you saying the stamina to run a mile, or are you saying stamina to have sex for an extended period of time?
Back blowing. I'm talking about back blowing. Yeah. You
Sorry.
too big.
Can you explain to me what back blowing means to you?
Sorry. So okay, all right. Oh, he's talking about hitting it from the back. That's what he's talking about.
No, I'm talking about blowing out back. It could be multiple positions. And it can equate to the same thing. Me at 170 and you at 300, you're not going to be able to run a mile as efficiently as I can. You just have to.
Listen.
You just have too much. You have too much size.
No, I'm giving you the running part, but because sexually, even in the 3 standard positions, you're not using all the body parts. You're using, out of all the muscles, you're losing maybe 30 or 40, not out of the 200 and something.
But what? And then sometimes, this is what I heard. I'm just saying, I'm not a female, but what I heard is you big guys are not really big guys. So then you have all of this extra stuff, but then you got a dicky do. You know what a dicky do is? When your belly stick out farther than your dicky do? That's a dicky do. Like us, us Avengers, we don't got to worry about that. Sitting on like about 8% body fat, ain't no stomach getting in the way.
Well, can I speak from someone that actually sleeps with men that are bigger and lean? I don't know how tall you are, but you always say you're about 5'8", but I know you're not. And I'm going to just say my last experience was 6'4", lean, played golf, worked out every day, ate healthy as fuck. Acai bowls, bananas, healthy, lean, tall, okay? But he's thick, so his legs are thicker. He's from Mississippi, so he has not skinny legs. He had nice, thick legs, but he's lean in the stomach. His ass can blow some damn backs out. And he's big. So
big men got better dick anyway.
People will blow.
I need you to cam up.
Oh, okay. My camera is up.
You in the dark?
I'm sitting in the dark.
Dark?
Yeah, I'm sitting in a dark place.
Oh no, you okay? You need us to come save you?
No, y'all don't need to come save me. I'm sitting right here.
She don't want to be saved.
I don't need to be saved. Hold on.
Save.
You don't need to be saved. But yeah, I don't know. Your analogy on size. Your analogy on size is killing me because I've known a short little.
This analogy on size killing me because I like my thick man. You ain't for you. I'm finna have to bag him up. He finna get out my thick man. Thick men, they're the best men on earth.
You just said something about short guys. What? Say that again, DJ.
I said thick men. You finna get off of the thick men. Thick men.
I don't want to talk about them fat boys right now. DJ.
What you mean? Them fat boys is what's happening. You need to go get some game from them fat boys. They want to know fat men women want to marry fat boys. They get rid of y'all little chin asses. Y'all really a little headache, y'all little slim men. Dang, I'm in the dark.
You know why? You're scared of. You're scared. You feel insecure when you got to take your clothes off next to a man like me. It's probably the problem.
Oh, man, hold on. No,
probably the problem.
He's gonna make me end up getting naked on this damn thing.
Look.
Let me tell you something.
Hey, look, Pooh be like, you know what?
I can take out everything out of my body, and you see this? My body ain't over no 200-300, baby. I take these clothes off. A man don't want me to ride him crazy. You done lost your damn mind.
Hey, Pooh, I gotta turn the damn lights out. That's why I gotta get me a big.
No, I got the lights out so my kids can take their ass to sleep. They run around here trying to stay up late. That's why I just was down in my garage, because some conversation children just don't need to hear. My son laying in my bedroom, my other child. I got a lot of kids.
Let's go. Where you from, Pooh? I hear the South.
That sound like I'm from. My accent tell you exactly where I'm from.
Except Mississippi.
No.
You being funny. You being real funny. They say I look like that bitch from P Valley, but no.
Hey, I'm from
I'm
California.
straight
Hey,
from
I'm from
Really,
Cali.
I'm
So,
from
hey, I'm from Cali, so all Southern people sound the same to me.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, they do.
Yes, so. It's so.
My folks.
Everybody from the West Coast don't sound the same.
Sure, we do.
Oh my God.
Absolutely not.
You gotta stop being so damn simple.
Sure, we do.
Get your ass out that little damn circle, box, whatever the fuck you in. You need to step outside of this shit so you can see reality of things.
Hey,
Everybody
let me educate you on something, because see, you're barking up the wrong tree. I've lived all over the world. How about you? Have you lived outside the United States?
Yeah, I'm saying, well, no, I haven't lived outside of the United States, but I flew outside of the United States.
Young lady, be careful when we start talking about boxes. I'm very well traveled.
Just because you lived outside of the United States doesn't mean that you're not still in that little box. You know, it's another box too. You know, that little box of people that think that they went and got educated, they went and explored things and thought that they are better educated and more smarter than a lot of other people and undermine other people. That's another box. See, it's just like the box of the niggas in the trap that think that trapping is cool. It's them niggas that go to the military that think they know it all and think they got some up on somebody else when you really don't.
So that's your perception. Yeah, that is your perception of me.
No,
right?
My perception of you. I just
said a whole lot of things.
Me and I hear that's like that.
Hold on. So this is how a conversation works. See, I'm quiet while you talk, and then when I talk, you should be quiet.
Okay? I am.
So check this out. And I was being facetious because yes, Northern California and Southern California, we are different. Everybody knows that. I was being facetious.
I'm dead now.
But
you just
said be careful.
Everybody on the West Coast saying you just contradicted yourself in your own damn sentence.
Did you just hear what I said?
He said he was being.
I heard you.
Oh,
Do you know what the word facetious means?
Yeah.
I just said I was being facetious when I said that.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Continue.
Where are you from? Where are you from?
Atlanta.
Your answer. Oh.
Yeah, I'm from Atlanta. Well, Decatur, Georgia.
Say something.
Yes, sir.
Being that the host, this motherfucker right here, is from Mississippi, you have no reason to be insulted by that.
I know. Thank you.
My folks is from the South. I'm just saying Southern people sound the same. That's all I said.
Don't.
My folks are from Virginia. You married.
Hold on. You can't be frustrated and talking. It's going to come across real weird. I need you to contact
And I'm just asking him, are you married?
What difference? What does it have any bearing on this conversation that we're having right now? If I'm married,
I just asked simple questions. I've been answering your questions when you ask me. I just asked you a question.
No, ma'am, I'm not.
Have you been married?
No, ma'am, I have not.
Oh, well, okay. Have anybody ever asked you to say that they want you to marry them?
Yeah.
Someone did. She was crazy, wasn't she?
I guess so. I asked him. Damn, girl, I gotta be crazy.
I'm just, I'm just saying, it's a lot to deal with.
It's not actually.
It's not. He's a great person.
He actually is very intelligent man.
Well, y'all still fool around.
Very humble. Great individual, actually. Very intellectual.
That's what I said. Do y'all still fool around?
We never fool around.
We are cool people. So see, this is the first time you've been on.
And you wanted to marry him?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I come
Blue, I'm weak.
So
that ain't confused me. I'm just confused.
let's unpack this. So why would a woman not want to marry me? For
I
one,
didn't
I
say
mean,
no
I don't think.
women but not want to marry you. I just asked the
Hold on,
question.
hold on. Let's run down some things. I ain't for everybody, but one thing, I'm an attractive man.
Hey, I know I'm not for everybody.
Hold on. Two, because you said I'm a work. So what qualifies? What are the qualifications when women say of men? I'm a high earner. I have my own shit. Phenomenal credit. I am a provider and a protector. Matter of fact, I've had to protect people such as yourself for most of my career, putting my life on the line for other people. I'm that kind of
What you do?
right?
What you do?
I'm retired now. I'm former military. I'm a retired cop, and now I do fraud investigations.
I got some police vibes from you. I did. I got no police vibes from you.
What are police vibes?
Police vibes.
What are police
It's just
vibes?
some police vibes.
What are police vibes?
Them irritating vibes, them aggravating vibes. It just seemed like them aggravating conversations that you just end fast because it's really irritating. No offense to you, but it's really irritating. Very. Yeah, I seen all that militant behavior. You know, we normal people like normal things. We don't like to be militant all the time. We don't like structure all the time. Some folks don't like structure daily.
Well, a lot of us, I think if our society had structure, we'd actually be okay. I think that's part of the issue. What our society is, we actually lack structure.
Well, hold on. Let me ask you. What's
and discipline.
We must.
Sorry, structure and discipline.
If we didn't have structure, they wouldn't pay you on a regular basis. If we didn't have structure, when you were trying to get your water fixed in a timely manner, if something happens, they'll be like, look, I don't know what the fuck to do. You're just going to be short on your water or your gas. We got to have structure to move forward at all times. I get you. What I don't understand. He's not.
Yeah, I mean, I understand you want structure in a business. You want a little structure at home, but then you want a little excitement too. I don't want to predict tomorrow with who I'm with. I want tomorrow to be a surprise. You know, I mean, some people not like this, but a lot of people are. And a lot of people want to admit that. And that's why a lot of people, like, you see a lot of mixed couples. You find a lot of guys that say that they're looking for this type woman, but then most of those same guys, women find them in a strip club with a hood rat somewhere.
Do you notice a correlation if you look at people who have a lot of structure, just in general? Doesn't matter ethnicity, brothers, it could be Wayne, all of those people. You notice the people who have the most structure seem to be the most successful? And I'm not talking about outliers. People that tend to be structured because they have a functioning way of doing things, they're very methodical, tend to have more successes because of their structure. And I understand what you're saying, but there are certain times that I don't have structure, maybe on the weekend, where I just do whatever, but 6 out of the 7 days, I definitely have structure. I get up at a certain time, I eat at a certain time, I do certain things a certain way. Everything has a place in my house, and I do things, you know, my shit's
color coordinated. That's the only thing I agree with. My house gonna stay clean. Everything got to stay in place in my house. I can't deal with unstructured homes.
What you talking about?
Can I ask who?
I said, I'm talking about people, you military structure. That's why I said, don't nobody like it. It's a difference. It's military structure and it's normal people structure. Y'all in a different place. And you know, y'all know what I'm talking about too. That military structure stuff. That militant life. Like you say, you trained at 5 in the morning. I may wake up at 10 o'clock.
Cool, I got a question for you. So,
what's up, baby?
I've never been on live with you before. I used to live in Atlanta. I worked off Old National for 10 years.
You did?
Oh, the Mexican and Royal South Central. I used to be the manager.
Oh.
I've never been on live with you before. Are you always this rowdy?
Man, I don't even know. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm
What side of town are you from?
It's all in how I feel.
What side of town are you from?
I'm from Decatur.
Okay. I got you. Zone 6.
Can I
I got
answer
you.
a question? Pooh, have you
Yes.
ever been with a military guy that was
Hell
structured?
no.
Who?
Have you ever been with a military man?
Yes, I have been with a military
Was
man.
he like overly structured and stuff like that? Is why y'all not together?
He just was aggravating. He called
Right.
for too many days. I'm going to say this. I'm a person that like my own space. And dealing with when I've dated with military guys, it's like they want you to go on a date with them down there every day. I'm not going to be with you every day. I got shit to do. I got a life of my own outside of you. So, and a lot of people just don't like it, or, you know, it be kind of crazy. But I like living my life how I like living my life. I don't want to feel like, it's like he was looking for me to be a wife. And I don't want to be made into a wife. I want it to happen naturally. I want us to be friends and develop that feeling for each other. I don't want you to come to me and be like, oh, this is the way it's supposed to be. No, the fuck it ain't.
So he was. You had an issue. Wait. Blue. So it sounds like this brother was actually courting you with a purpose. That he picked you. Courting you came with a purpose, and you had an issue with that.
He was damn pissed.
He was gonna treat you so good.
No, he wasn't. He was gonna be aggravating and irritating.
Okay, what kind of man do you like, and what kind of man are you with currently?
Currently, I got a lot of men that want to be with me that I'm not with none of them.
Okay.
I really not. I don't want to be with none of them.
Okay. Are you
And
single currently?
and huh?
You single currently?
Yeah, I'm single. It's hell currently. I stay
Why?
single.
Why do you
I'm always single.
do you desire to
Hmm?
do you I gotta say this whole paragraph. Do you
Yes.
desire to be in a relationship with a heterosexual man?
Oh, no, definitely. I don't want nothing bisexual because these men weird.
Okay. You said you
Yes.
single. What is preventing you?
Yeah.
And you have options. What is preventing you from being with one of those options that you have?
I don't. Let me see. You got a lot of viewers tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna tell the true answer. 'Cause I be telling a lot of lies. A lot of them.
What happened?
And I don't know if I want the truth to come out because there's a lot of people think I'm in love, but don't really, really, really do love them. And I may come out with people on here. There's a lot of people. One of my niggas may be on here lurking to find out why I don't answer their calls or why I did ghost them. And I mean, it's a lot of good men that take me on nice dates. They help me with my bills. They really want to come in and be in
Did
my
you hear
life.
what she said? She said one of hers.
No,
And see,
hold on.
ladies, when y'all are running into DJ, when you're running into these red pill men, this is the red when you're running into these red pill dudes, the Kevin Samuels prototypes. Listen to what she's saying, because when you get a dude that is trying to date a woman with intention and all that, she says his ass is being annoying. She said, I don't want a dude calling, checking on me every day. That's what Pooh just said. Don't be calling, checking on me every day. Don't be asking me how I'm doing. Don't be wanting to take me out all the time. This is why. Hey,
I got shit to do. I may want to go on a girl trip with my friends this week. I may want to slide with one of my other dudes this week. You is not finna fuck up what I got going on.
This is why these youngsters these days,
is around for a lifetime.
DJ,
And I bet
this is why these youngsters now saying y'all pay half of your own shit, because when they try to court a woman seriously, this is what happened right there. Go ahead.
Maybe
you know what? I ain't gonna do it like that. Cause let me change up my work. I ain't even gonna do y'all like that. I ain't gonna do it like that. Because honestly, I'm just gonna be honest. With me personally, I feel like this. Different people are on different journeys at different times. And I do at sometimes want a good sexual partner. And I do like I like the relationship thing, but Me, I think that I'm gonna be I'm very honest. At least, see, a lot of females will lie to a man just to get what they want, and then that's why a lot of relationships fail because they'll tell you that I want a man here every day in my face. No, nigga, I want you to help me pay these damn bills and go stay at your own goddamn house and come through when I feel like I want to do something for fun. I really don't want your ass here all the fucking time.
God damn
And
it. Where the hell is Lopez when I want?
So, who? How many men
yes,
are on your current roster?
huh?
How many men are on your current roster?
On my roster. What you mean by hold on? Depending on which roster you talking about.
You got more than one roster?
Yeah, I got 2 rosters. So which roster you talking about? You talking about the men that potentially actually could have a serious relationship with me roster? Because I got a few of them that I would possibly have a serious relationship with. Then you got a roster of aggravating folks that's just around in case I need them.
Okay, so let me ask this. Let me say it. Just be quiet. Say it.
Mm-hmm.
So the ones that are aggravating are, so I call if they can only take you out, they can only buy you shit, they can go get shit for you, but you're not giving them no pussy or head.
No,
They're
I
in the sun.
gotta go then. As soon as they start talking that shit, I disappear for 2 years and holler at your ass again in 2 years when you don't got over that shit.
Okay, so you're saying that these guys that are annoying, they can only do stuff for you, but you can't.
I mean,
Say it.
maybe if they do something to catch my interest a little bit better, I would give them a little bit more of
Are
me.
you going to advise them what it's going to take to catch your interest? Or are you going to let them proceed as they are?
They can do the fuck they want to do, so I ain't really stunning them.
Who?
Not like that, for real.
Who?
I'm serious.
Who? You on that
What's up,
bullshit.
baby?
You on that bullshit.
That's what they be saying sometimes. I just had about 4 men tell me that shit the other day. Told me I'm bullshitting.
And you bullshit because you get, how many guys you just take stuff from them, they have no chance with you, you're not telling them what they need to do differently, and they're going to be forever, take you out to dinner, take you to movie, take you bowling, buy you shit at Christmas, and you not even kissing them on the
Come on, make fade away. I hope someone fade away and I get some news.
Okay, but
Like I tell people, it's 1 billion men in this world. It's 1 billion. You can get rid of 100 and get you 100 more in a week.
okay, but we're talking about the ones that currently have your phone number and or Instagram and they communicate you with you and you respond. That's the only ones I'm talking about.
Okay. So with them, let's see.
Hold on, I'm gonna ask you time to make sure because you be jumping off the ledge. I'm asking for those guys that you will respond to, but they can only do things for you. Take you out, buy you shit, go pick up stuff, pick
Baby,
you up, drop.
I need to feel you on here.
Huh?
Cause I don't know, it's a lot of viewers on here, baby. I plead the fifth. I'm just pleading the fifth to that question because it's a lot of viewers popping up on here, and I don't want, man, fuck that. I ain't finna get caught up in this bullshit here. She's trying to get me on the question I don't even want to answer. I got you all on here viewing first.
And you came up on, she came up on fire to defend, chunky guys. Shout out to you.
Can I ask you, who do you follow out of us 3 that brought you to the live? Who do you follow?
I follow Unfiltered on Polo.
Okay.
And one of my friends she really told me to follow you to actually come on your thing for my opinion on relationships because everyone knows that me in relationships.
She know you with the shit.
You ain't about no relationship.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be real honest. Let me stop playing games and making everybody laugh. Let me get serious for a second. Honestly, I would get into a serious relationship, but I just really don't feel like I found my compatible partner. And you asking me I'm gonna tell you what I'm looking for in my compatible partner. I need someone to understand that when I'm ghost, because and I use this word because they tell me this shit all the time. I'm always going damn ghost. Because I be handling business. I'm a businesswoman. I have to educate myself. I got to build something for my children. I got 4 kids, and they kind of have me where I'm like, I'm at a point where I don't want no man to distract me. No, we want to have sex sometime. I'm a human. I
But
get
Pooh, what if
horny.
he wants to fully take care of you? What if he's truly courting you and wants to take care of you completely?
He can do that, but he need to get his own shit and do that. He don't need to be at my place doing that.
Okay, but look, hold on. Let me say this. A
Mm.
man's provision is best when he's actually paying for your mortgage, rent, light, water, gas. That means you have no expenses. So the fact that any man is irritating you and you're not.
I'll take the expenses because that shit does irritate. No. I'm gonna tell you this. I think that I just don't like no man having to say so with shit. I just like being on my own, doing the fuck I want to do when the fuck I want to do it. So I'd rather pay my own bills, my mortgage, my car note, all these shit. I can pay this shit my damn self. I'll go get me a second job before I deal with the bullshit these men put a female through out here to pay their bills.
Can I ask a question?
I want my peace. I pay for my peace.
Who are you over 35 or under 35? You don't have to tell the exact age.
I'm over 35.
Do you have a cat or a dog?
I got a cat and a dog.
Okay, good, because you gonna need them, because no dude is gonna sign up for that. It's like with your personality, you are probably looking for a strong man, correct? You don't want no weak dude, I'm assuming.
No, not far.
Okay, so follow me real quick. So you probably want the alpha type male and all that, but you're saying you want to run shit. What type of man is going to let a woman run shit?
I like to run my shit. A strong man that's confident in himself as a king. He know what he do. He know what his wife do. He gonna tell you quick. I'm not stopping her from doing nothing, because what she doing is her.
Yeah,
He's not gonna try to change it.
But if DJ and I are dating, part of her, because see, the number one thing that men require where women get it all twisted. You think it's booty and all that? The most important thing to us, the most important thing to us as a man is respect. And the biggest thing that DJ would do to respect me is not having sex with me, but letting me know if she's going somewhere and she's going to be gone for a bit of time, saying, hey, said, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be there. That's showing respect and courtesy, because she doesn't have to do those things. But you're saying that you expect the guy, Blue. She said, if I'm Ghost, he got to respect that I'm just going to be off the map for a minute. Seriously, Pooh, what real man is going to be okay with that?
You'd be surprised how many are.
But that's not the ones that you want.
I think they be trying. I'm gonna just tell you what they honestly come back and tell me. They say the shit turns them on more for the fact that they can't get me.
Yeah.
And I was like, y'all
that sounds like a younger relationship.
No,
you really want?
girl, I don't even do young boys.
I don't know if you're older than me, but I'm 39, and I don't want those type of interactions with a man whatsoever. I appreciate. I want to. I'm starting to think I need to act like you to get those men that are. Cause you
Let me
got
tell
all
you something, baby. Ain't no man I date is under 44. And that's young for me. I don't even like young men. I've never liked young men. I've never wanted a man that doesn't have his own shit.
I didn't say young. I said mentality wise.
No, I don't be young mentality wise. I date real solid men. I got a nice little rack of men. I got all the good men.
That's what I said.
I swear.
That's what I'm saying.
I got all the good men. Every last one of my men good. The ones that I want to date, the ones I don't want to date, they all on.
So good. I gotta say this. So the word good is gonna be subjective. So if you could just elaborate on that, like these gentlemen.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the type of good men that I got.
What do they do?
I got ex-military real estate agents. He loves and adores me. We've had great times together. He handles his business. He's a grown man. He takes very good care of his kids. He's very respectful to me, and that's one of them, Like I say, he's a pretty good candidate. He's very, nice looks, very clean guy. I don't go for dirty guys. I don't like no dirty man. I don't like no man that like I said, you got to be on my level. Cause one, I'm a hustler. So that may well be rubbing some y'all the wrong way.
Hold on.
Cause
Let me say this, and I apologize to everybody. Y'all may be mad at me. Pooh, I want you to come back tomorrow. We can finish this conversation. But I don't, because I feel this going on for a whole nother hour and something. I got to go to work, have another day job. But please, I'm going to send you a message, and I'll be on tomorrow at 8. Y'all too. La Bonita. La Bonita, I know you ain't got to work. It ain't Thursday, so I won't hear no shit.
Tuesday.
Said, you know.
I gotta get up and go to work. I hate it.
Okay.
I gotta work tomorrow.
Tomorrow night, 9 o'clock your time. We're going to come back. We're going to
I don't know. I may be working tomorrow night. I'm a claims adjuster. Y'all, these folks on their damn checks.
Oh, shit,
And I've been up for 4 days.
Pooh and I, we work in the same industry. Shout out to Pooh.
Pooh,
What's up? That's
Pooh, when's your birthday?
It's coming up October the 24th.
Okay. You asked me, Blue. Don't do that.
Did she say? Wait. Did she say 24th of October?
Yeah.
She just missed it. That's why she on that Scorpio. You know, if 3 days you'd be okay because you would have hit that Libra status. Now it's making sense to me, Pooh. Shout out to you, Scorpios, but we shout out to you, but we know Libras rule the world.
Some freaks. They some freaks,
Libras
and they get their own money.
Right. That's why I say it be confusing because men be trying to come in my little personal space and I just want to hit it, quit it, send your ass on. I got shit to do. For real. I ain't got time for these men. No offense to y'all men, but I really feel like y'all really be playing games. Either the ones that ain't boring, they play too many games. So I just say I don't even want to entertain this shit no more. Because y'all been distracting me from getting too much goddamn money. Y'all got all this money, and I need to get all this damn money too. And I can't keep playing with these men out here that keep acting like either they bitch asses or they hoes. You got to choice between a hoe or a bitch ass. And I don't want no bitch ass nigga, and I don't want no, the other, whatever left.
All right. Again, Pooh, I'm going to send you a message.
I can figure this tomorrow.
Huh? What'd you say?
I'm about to follow you, Pooh.
Yeah. Anyway,
I actually, even though I like Pooh, she's pushing on me a little bit, but I like
being
Pooh.
real. At least she knows what she wants.
Hey, don't be. Hey, don't be hating this little pretty boys with the muscles, Pooh. I
may fly to California and come see you. We may chill and kick it a little bit. Don't worry.
Hey,
shout out.
I may check out for you. You get confused up there, Blue, ain't you?
Nah, he off limits, Pooh. He off limits, Pooh.
You know what? All right, y'all, Pooh, I'm going to send you a message. We'll be back tomorrow at 8 o'clock.
Hey, guys.